Hello, good evening, nice.
Yes, good evening.
Uh,
How are you,
uh,
Mr. Tong?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks. What did you do today, Mr.
Well,
Tong?
well, as 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 normal, as normal. I'm busy with my business and my children.
Oh, how
Uh,
was your conference yesterday?
it's good. However, I cannot hear hear I cannot hear them.
So well, you can't hear
I
them
can
clearly.
I cannot hear them fully.
Mhm.
I cannot hear them fully. And mm, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
uh, well, I cannot hear them fully, and I just see the PowerPoint file they show me. Yes.
So there were
Yeah.
some technical issues yesterday. Was it from your
Uh,
end or was it their end?
the N or N. Can you clarify your question? I can
Yes.
hear you.
Oh, what I mean is what there were technical issues yesterday.
Technical issue.
Yes, technical issues like you can't hear them or you can't see the screen like that.
Well, well, I can read
Mm.
I can read English. However, my speaking and listening is still limited. So that is why I cannot hear them fully.
Ah, you mean
Well,
the microphone is okay, but it's just that you can't hear them so well.
well, yes, 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 yes.
Ah,
Well,
I thought there were problems.
yeah, for me, they speak, um, they speak, uh, they speak so quick
Mhm.
for me.
They
For me,
speak
they
so
speak
fast.
so fast. Yeah,
Mhm.
they speak so fast.
Who were the speakers yesterday, Mr. Tong? Are the speakers
uh,
Canadians?
yes, the speaker is a girl, is a woman. And I think she is a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She is quite friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, and she makes them. She makes us comfortable
Mm-hmm.
and relaxed.
Is she
Yeah.
Vietnamese?
No, I think she is a lady. She is Canadian.
Ah, Canadian. Okay. So
Yes,
she is from Canada and she's one of the speakers yesterday.
yes. Mm.
Mm.
Uh, there there was three people join the virtual exploratory visit with me,
Mm-hmm.
joining joining the virtual exploratory visit with me.
So it's not one-on-one, but it's like a group discussion.
Yes, well, a group, and after the presentation of her after her presentation, she asked us she asked us to have any questions for her.
Mm-hmm.
And uh,
So how was it going?
well, I know any I didn't have any question for her, but At the end, I asked her for sending the documents that she used to introduce the Greater Mountain to us. Uh, However, she says the document is a PowerPoint file, so she cannot send it to us. Instead, she will send some useful links for us to know more about Greater Mountain as well as Deep City.
That's great to hear. So there were
Well,
some, instead of those materials during the discussion, there were some links, and it's still useful. So far, Mr. Tong, we will proceed with our topic for today. Can you see the screen now?
sorry, to be honest, I get illness. I got illness yesterday, uh, and I feel so tired.
Hmm.
That's today. I try to do my homework to send
Mm-hmm.
you for correcting it for me to me. Uh, and besides, I'm quite busy with my work and children. That reason why I cannot scream scream. I cannot scream the lessons first.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot scream or
Screen.
scream scream
Ah,
scheme.
scan.
Sorry,
You
I
mean
cannot
scan.
scheme.
Okay, you mean
I can
scheme. Sorry,
uh, I
scheme.
can I cannot scheme the lesson first.
It's all right. It's okay, Mr. Tong, because the most important thing is you're speaking. So if you scheme the lesson or not, as long as you were able to express your thoughts, it doesn't matter, right? But scheming will help you prepare for the topic, right? So for
Yeah.
your homework, you did well. Only like most of the sentences or vocabularies you use, Mr. Tong, are great. It's just that some of those words were incorrectly used in a sentence, but you just need to have more practice on them, right? So let's
Uh,
start
uh,
now.
Sorry. Can I? Sorry. I see. I see you have some mistakes.
Mm,
Mistakes. I see some nouns
mm.
is not uncountable, but you use the
Oh,
article. Oh, yes. Can
can you tell me the word? What is the word?
for example, environment.
Hmm.
You use profession. You use professional environment. I think
Just environment.
we cannot use the article. Oh,
Uh, I'm sorry, I did not catch the word, Mr. Tong. Can you send the word instead?
sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Wait for me a minute.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
What sentence? I have the copy here. You can send me, you can
Article.
tell me what number it is. Exercise
Uh,
3, right? Am I right? Exercise 3?
yes, exercise free. Okay.
Okay, yes,
Let me
exercise
check.
3.
Let me check again.
I have
Well,
the
let me.
copy of exercise 3.
Well. Okay. I can see your screen. The
Yes.
screen is black.
Oh, the screen is black. All right.
Yes.
Wait a minute. There. What about now? You can
Yes.
tell me what number, Mr. Tong. What number is it? Let me share my screen again. What number was it?
Well,
Environment, right?
environment is not countable.
Yes.
The environment is uncountable, but you use the article a. You use the article a before the word environment. The word environment.
And environment, right? And environment.
No, I think we cannot use the article a before the word environment. Environment.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tong. What exercise is it?
Sorry,
Exercise 3 or
I have to arrive. Okay. Okay.
wait
Uh,
a minute.
well,
Let me share my screen.
well, number five,
Mm-hmm.
working in a professional environment. I think we cannot use article A before professional environment. Are
In
you agree
a
with me?
professional, right? In
Well,
a,
I,
because the word is a professional in an environment or in a professional environment.
yes, environment
Uh-huh.
is uncountable now.
Oh no, we
So you
can
can
the word environment is not included, like we can say we cannot say that uncountable or countable nouns, because
yes,
uncountable are those nouns like sugar, right? Sugar, flour. But the
ah
environment is considered as a wide range of place.
ah
So when we
okay.
say yes,
Let me check again. Yes, environments is both countable and
environment
uncountable
include,
now.
yeah, so
Include
we cannot say that it's
include
basically yes, because uncountable is like a wide range
include.
that includes the place or the nature, the mountains, everything about it. So when we say uncountable, it's like we can say the things we cannot count, like sugar, hair, flour, or we can say some places. So what do you think of for the sentence? But I think the sentence is correct. Working in an environment. So an environment which includes one place only.
Yes, I see you mean. I can see you
Yeah.
mean.
But
Uh, well,
what do you mean, Mr. Tong? Maybe we can change the word instead of environment. Maybe there is something that you mean in this sentence that I don't know.
I had a mistake in the sentence five.
Uh-huh.
I At the first
What do
time
you
I
mean
think
in your sentence?
at the first time I thought environment is not carbon now. That's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I didn't use the article A before the word the
Mm-hmm.
phrase work professional environment, and you corrected it for me. Thank you.
Yes, because here your sentence is working and you're talking about one place only, right? Working.
Yes.
So that
Working. Yeah.
include only one place only, which is a working environment. So which means
Yeah.
professional, that only includes you are specific with your word environment, professional environment, which is the working environment. If you only say environment, then you have to be specific what kind of environment. So that is we can say plural now, right?
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can say
Yeah.
working
Yes.
in a professional environment always attracts talented people, so that we can say that's only one place you're talking about,
Well. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
There. What else, Mr. Tong? Are there some questions?
Oh well, I don't have any question. Please continue the lesson.
Okay. So can you see the
Yes.
screen now?
Yes. I can
Okay,
see
very good.
your screen.
So let's
Uh,
go with number 4. This time, if your boss asks you to work overtime, you would agree, right? So in the letters A, Mr. Tong, what are her or his thoughts about working overtime?
um. Well. I think the writer would like to show your thinking is that he wants to get promoted in his work, his job, uh,
Okay.
and in some the worst cases, he can get an he can get fire. He
Mm.
can get fire from his boss.
Yes, that's right.
That's the reason
So,
why. Yes.
mhm, please
Well,
continue.
well, that's the reason why he had to work overtime.
Do
Yeah.
you agree with his
She,
opinion, Mr. Tong,
yeah.
that if you want to get promoted, you have to work overtime?
Mm. He doesn't have any options in his career. Yes, I think so.
Mm, yes, that's right. You're correct. So you mean like he is on the right track, like a one path only to get promoted?
Yes, he had the more rotate, and he doesn't want to get fired from his boss.
Mhm.
Uh,
So what
he
about letter
doesn't have
B?
any options. Oh well, I think the writer in letter B is quite flexible.
Hmm.
She he mm, he it depends on his status. Yes,
Status.
uh, status. Yes, status. Yeah. Well, and he he thought if the work is it's very necessary to complete before because of the deadline. He could um, work overtime to complete it. However, if he had an appointment with his family or partners, he could
Clients.
yes, he could ask the boss for for sorry for sorry for leaving the work,
He could
uh,
ask the boss to leave.
to leave the work tomorrow
Yes. Yes.
or another day. Yes.
So do
Can
you
you
think,
can you
Mr.
can
Tong?
you
Yes.
yes can you understand me?
Yes. What you mean if
Yeah.
it's you mean what you mean is if the person has an appointment with his relatives or clients, he can
Yes.
ask the boss to leave early.
Yes. To leave early. To leave the task early. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Oh.
So what about asking the boss to finish the task at home? Is it okay?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Is it
I
okay to
can
ask?
catch.
Yes. Is it okay to ask the boss to finish the work at home instead of working overtime?
Oh, no. Okay, that's a good idea. However, I think it depends on kinds of work. Some work you have to do at workplace, and some work we can deal with uh, at home.
Mhm.
And yes, well,
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree with you. So not all tasks can be finished at home. So it
yes,
depends on the kind of task given. All right. So what about the
yes,
fifth one? Do you usually come home later, early, and why? What are his or her thoughts in the first answer?
yes. At the first answer, the right well, the writer mentioned that she has to go home early every day because she has to take care of her children and cook meals. And she has lots of household chores. every day. Yes,
Yes.
that reason why she has to go home early. Yes.
So what about you, Mr. Tong? Since you are the CEO, for example, you have to take care of your kids, or there's an important matter. Do you sometimes come home early?
Um, Sorry, I cannot understand you. Can you clarify the question?
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
sometimes come home early if you need to take care of your kids?
Well, definitely. I think I I always prioritize my children. I I have to pick up them on time at school in their school because of their safety. Yes,
Because of their
uh,
safety.
yes, because of their safety. And if I have an appointment, I will ask my customer to leave the time um, then to leave the time after I picking up my children. Yes.
Ah,
And
yes.
yes, and I will say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my customer, my partners.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you mean like you can apologize?
Yes, I will apologize my partners.
Mhm.
Yes, and I hope they don't mind.
Yes, that's right. How about the second one?
Well, well, the writer in answer B, um, he he mentioned that he always gets home later and later. Yes, and because of he don't have any options in his career. Uh, he is afraid of firing from his boss, and when the boss is still in the office, he he could not leave the office. Yes. And he feel unwin.
Unwind.
He feel unwind and annoyed. Mm, and he wished he uh, he will have more time to take care of his family. Yes.
So, what do you think? What kind of personality do you think the worker has in this answer?
Mm, well, I think the workers in this answer doesn't have any option in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Uh, for me, I could ask. I could have a conversation with my boss to express my problems
Mm-hmm.
in at work, and I hope the boss will sympathy me.
Will
Yes,
sympathize.
will sympathize me. Uh, if not, I I have to consider my current work because I think I have to spend more time with my family. They are very important to me. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You're right. Of course, the boss doesn't know what kind of problems you are experiencing unless you share it to them, right? And
Yes.
they will feel sympathy, or they will sympathize you, whatever results
Yes.
or whatever reasons you give. And what about the sixth one? Who do you think are busier, kids or adults? Let's start with letter A.
Well, in letter A, the writer thinks kids are busier than adults. Uh, uh, to explain for this, the writer has an example. Take an example. Uh, take the age as an example,
Hmm?
because the kids have not experienced the growth war yet. Uh, well,
The kids haven't experienced what?
the grow up war yet.
Oh, the
Uh,
grown up's responsibility.
yes. And uh, and uh, they and he hoped he could be a youngster again. He
Yes.
could be a youngster again, and to to train his opinion in the world. He tries to he tried to do things that he missed when
Hmm.
he was a kid.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and he would he wanted to train. He wants to train.
He
Yeah,
wants to train himself.
uh, yeah. He train. He yes, yes. He want to change himself.
Hmm?
Yes. Well, I think so.
Yes, that's right.
She
Like,
yeah, he feel sorry about his young age.
he pities himself when he was a kid.
He's pity
Yes,
himself when
pities
he
himself.
pity. Yes, he's pities. Yeah, yeah. He feel pities or he's pity.
Yes, or you can say he pities himself or he feels pity, right?
Yes, yes.
So you can add he feels pity because pity is sorry, right?
Sorry. Yes. He feels pity. He feels pity about his young age.
About his childhood, I think it would be much better if we use
Uh,
childhood.
childhood. Yeah, he feels pity about his childhood. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. How about letter B?
Mm, yes. Well, in letter B, the writer would like to mention that adults is not busier than the kids. However, they on some people, some adults want to pretend they are very busy.
Yes.
Uh, uh, but actually, they use their time to for relaxation,
Mhm.
such as watching TV, meeting friends, and etc.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
very well. So, of course, as I mentioned in here, adults just complain how busy they are, but not all people, right? Not all adults do the same. Sometimes they just accept, right? Or they just feel passionate about their work. So, Mr. Tong, since we're out of time, here are the words that we need to practice. But
well,
next meeting, oh, do you have questions before we end?
well. I don't any question. Thank you.
Yes, all
Yes,
right. So practice
and
these words.
yeah, well, and I'm going to make two sentences for each word.
Yes, yes, that is
Uh,
right.
uh, yes. Okay.
So take note of the following words, Mr. Tong. I will see you again on Monday, right? We'll be on
Yes.
Monday. Have a good weekend
Well,
to you.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Have a good weekend too. Goodbye, you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Goodbye. You're welcome.
Goodbye. Yeah.